So today, let's talk about calcium. So if you don't drink up your milk, where do you get your calcium, right? And without calcium, your bones could get weak, brittle, you could get osteoporosis. Is that right? Let's find out. Although many people think of calcium in their diet as a good protection for their bones, this is not the whole story. In fact, a 12-year-old Harvard study of 78,000 women who drank milk 3 times a day actually broke more bones than women who rarely drank milk. This study ran for many years, I think 2 decades. Those who had the highest dairy product consumption had approximately double the risk of hip fracture compared to those who had the lowest consumption. Another study of more than 96,000 people found that the more milk men consumed as teenagers, the more bone fractures they experienced as adults. Similarly, another study found that adolescent girls who consumed the most calcium, mostly in the form of dairy products, were at greater risk for stress fractures than those consuming less calcium. All the details of the studies are in the links below, but why is this so? It is believed that high protein diets, and milk is high protein, causes the body to become acidic, and to neutralize that acid, the body withdraws calcium from the bones, which is then excreted in the urine. So, how does everyone get the calcium in the bones? Because that's what we need, right? Green leafy vegetables, except spinach, peas and beans, are excellent sources of calcium. Also, did you know sesame seeds? They're one of the richest sources of calcium on the earth. These foods also contain magnesium, which your body uses along with the calcium to build bones. Yes, so milk does contain calcium, but it is accompanied by so many other stuff: animal proteins, lactose, sugar, hormones, antibiotics, contaminants, substantial amounts of fat, sometimes cholesterol. All of this you don't want. So you get the calcium which you want, but you get all the other stuff which you don't want. So what else is important for calcium? Exercise, so that calcium has somewhere to go. Exercise is important for many reasons, including keeping bones strong. Active people tend to keep calcium in their bones, while sedentary people lose calcium. Regularly doing weight-bearing exercises helps increase your bone density. It's not just weight training, but walking, running, dancing, stair climbing, and even racket sports like tennis, badminton, whatever. Vitamin D is also critical since it controls your body's use of calcium. About 15 minutes of sunlight on your face and hands each day normally produces all the vitamin D you need on an average. There could be variations depending on climate and where you stay and your skin complexion. Now, a very important point. It's not enough to get enough calcium into your bones. What is really critical is keeping it there. We have to avoid the calcium thieves that literally deplete calcium from your body. One such thief that I mentioned already is high protein foods like meat, fish, eggs, milk, because they make the body acidic and that causes the calcium to get leached from the bones. Another is excess salt. Sodium, that is salt, in the foods that you eat can greatly increase the calcium loss to the kidneys. Third, don't smoke. Smokers lose calcium too, a lot more than non-smokers. And that's not a good idea. So by controlling all these basic factors, you can have an enormous influence on whether the calcium stays in your bones or it drains out of your body. You consequently need much less calcium if you take care of all these things. So I can give my personal example. After 24 years on a plant-based diet, my bone density is just fine because I exercise, get sunlight, and avoid too much salt. So to summarize, if you are drinking milk because it's very rich in calcium that will help protect your bones, drinking more milk does not protect your bones. Many studies have actually proven that. And there are a lot of other good sources of calcium in the plant kingdom. You can get enough of calcium without having to drink milk. And these good things in the plant kingdom don't come with the baggage that milk has: fat, cholesterol, and all the things I spoke about. Vitamin D, which you get from sunlight, is also very, very important. Exercise cannot be neglected. It helps keep your bones strong. And avoid the calcium thieves, which are a high protein diet, excess of salt, and smoking. So, if you do all these things, you can manage with a lot less calcium in your diet and do just fine. Thank you.